Do some days you find yourself you're juggling too much? Things aren't going as planned, or they're going a bit slow. Um, so for the last week, yeah, despite still putting these videos daily, it feels like I've been juggling. It feels like I've been on a unicycle, pedaling away, juggling chainsaws, navigating on a plank of wood across a moat where there's sharks, and there's tacks on the piece of wood that I'm juggling, and that's what it felt like. It has felt like at times, and sometimes I forget to breathe. It's a case of So it's whether the road trip, instead of taking 6 hours, it took 9 hours, or the test drive that I'd arranged. They only sort of like notified me an hour before that it's been taken away for a show, or the fact that in an hour or so's time someone's going to view the house but the cleaner didn't arrive. Again, sometimes these things are just miscommunications, first world problems. Is it really that drastic kind of thing that the car wasn't available for me to test drive? So yeah, sometimes things can consume us. And some of that, is down to that enoughness. Of course, we may affirm, I am enough, and really embody that. But sometimes our subconscious, our ego, more so needs that time to catch up, and it will sort of like see these kinds of things that you're moving towards as a threat, and it will try and put self-destructive things in place and those patterns. So just these kinds of things just need to be mindful of. Now, yesterday I was talking briefly about plant medicines, and it's really funny because the irony is that life is so simple. When you sort of like are above it all, and you can sort of like just see how just that mindset is holding you back, and actually just by pushing yourself that little bit or learning that lesson, that door is just so easy just to open. It is mind-blowing how simple life is, and how much in flow that we can be in all this time, and how abundant we are, and how much in flow we are, and how peaceful and how harmonious things are, and how much we are loved, and how much we are blessed. It's all there waiting for us, but we put these blockages in our way. So another way to actually work through these blockages is just realize that the universe is always testing us. Are you ready to go to that next level? Are you ready to go to that next level? You need to learn that lesson to earn it. So look at the word learned, has got the word earned in it. Are you worthy? Are you worthy? Can you earn the actual moving forward to that next level? So as I say, there's selling my house and moving house, that deal's happening there, but there's lots of moving parts for me. There's things happening with the business, there's things happening over there, there's just all sorts of beautiful stuff happening. That really is going to push me to that next level of all the things that are happening. But as I say, lots of moving parts, lots of forget to breathe, things not going as planned, things going too slow, feels like I'm juggling. So yeah, there's expectations there, things not quite going as planned. I feel a bit disheartened, a bit lost, a bit overwhelmed at times. But what lessons are there in there? There's resilience. Am I a victim? Am I a victim to all of this? No, I'm not. I can learn to be resilient. Do I feel unsupported at times? But I can be my own support. I've got this. So again, I'm working in this whole polarity of, from victim to victor, from unsupported to supported, from impatience to patience. I'm learning all these lessons. I'm mastering them. I'm being tested all the time, and isn't it beautiful that these situations are actually bringing it to me. So for you, the listener, is the situations that are going on for you right now where there's actually lessons in there. Things aren't working out for you, but could you learn patience from there? Could you learn resilience? Can you learn to support and nurture yourself? Could you learn not to be so attached to these outcomes, so therefore learning unattachment? And yes, some things you do need to let go. Some things aren't working out. Sometimes the universe will actually put a hard no in place, and things will be stopped, and you'll have to do a different course of direction. But when you look back, that was for a reason. It's not always the case, you know, but because there is that fine line of am I being tested here to actually learn a lesson, or does the universe have something better planned for me? Whew, take a breath. Yeah, take a breath. Yeah. So yeah, there's again a few different ironies and in this particular story that I'm about to share, but I was just chatting with my daughter the other day about some of the things that I'm juggling, and I think she could tell from her breath that I just wasn't breathing. And the irony is that 5 years ago I took her to one of these airfests that I mentioned in a video recently, and Jay Shetty was there, and she'd been following Jay Shetty just you know over the last few months, as she does with quite a few of the speakers that was there, and yeah, she just reminded me, listening to a podcast of his earlier, that about the breathing and about taking things, you know, at that pace. And I'm thinking, yeah, isn't that irony? I introduced her to that and things. But the other irony thing is that the thing that actually, you know, has helped me to actually remember to breathe is the fact when I taught Trinity to learn how to swim as like a 5-year-old, whatever, that kind of age, she's there holding her breath, really like concentrating, you know, to actually swim. So I started to say to her, now, don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to breathe as she's swimming. So the next time she jumps in, she starts swimming towards me, going, don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to breathe. And I just, it brings a smile to my face now. And so when I forget to breathe, I remember that, you know, it warms my heart. And yeah, it brings me back more into that kind of appreciative place, that place of gratitude. So, you know, again, you know, all this is happening potentially for you, but what are you grateful for today? And another insight is what are we focusing on? Do we focus on that 5% of things that aren't working out for us, or are we looking at or are we missing out on that 95% of things that are working out for us? So, you know, where that attention goes, energy flows. Are we focusing on that 5% that isn't working out and getting stressed and lasered in on that focus? Or are we missing out on that 95% of things that are working out? So again, it's bringing it back to this, what are we grateful for? What is working out? And letting that emanate out further. So, hope all that made sense. As always, any questions, any comments, anything that works for you, put in the comments, like, share, and I will see you on the next video. Lots of love. Ciao for now. Bye.